Police emergency.
Ambulance service.
When crisis strikes,
Why wasn't you stop breathing?
this is where we turn.
Got some help coming.
People don't realise what you might face in one shift.
You've ordered a Big Mac and it's not come back to you.
Yeah.
It's the emergency services who get to see firsthand what Britain is really like today.
He's waiting for a mate to come back, that's all.
Under arrest on suspicion of burglary.
And how we're changing.
Where's the drugs? We've got crack and heroin in there.
There's little that shocks me, if I'm honest.
We've got high-quality explosives.
I called him the P word. I shouldn't have said it.
You are almost stepping into a parallel universe where decency and morals aren't what they are in your normal life.
Just now in custody, you said I just killed a man.
For the nation's ambulance and police services, times have never been tougher.
I've signed anything but in my army defence if you don't mention it. Down you go, boy, down you go.
Every year there's less money.
Every time I actually leave the place, there's nowhere.
We are on our way.
Every year there's more demand.
Someone's broken into my house. Hurry up, please, hurry up.
It's hard. Actually, we're all cracking under the pressure.
But when we need help,
What's happening?
I'm struggling now.
there's still the one number the country relies on most.
Tell me how close the baby is to being born.
I look up and go, ah. Okay, well done.
If we all a little bit more caring, a little bit more observant of how each other live, everyone would be taken care of.
I want to say thank you for being an absolute star.
Oh my God, please.
Yeah, we're going to get somebody on their way down, don't you worry.
Oh my God, thank you.
In Wiltshire and all across the UK,
Do you remember calling Mr. Rajan a fucking packy?
hate crimes are now at record levels.
The English small boys
OK.
was screaming to us, police, bitch, go home.
In a time of unprecedented change,
The dawn is breaking on an independent, united kingdom. Oh, good afternoon. We've got terrorists around you.
is there a danger of old divides
People have been calling me a slave, a packy, the N-word, everything. I've had enough of it.
opening up again?
Politically, we're being challenged. Culturally, we're being challenged. There's less about the middle and it's all about the extremes.
Police emergency.
Hi there. I want to report suspicious behaviour, please.
Okay, what's going on there?
There was a man with his trousers down, touching himself in his back garden.
Okay.
It's 10 p.m, Sunday evening.
Does he have, like, everything exposed? His pants down and his trousers as well?
No, just his hands down his trousers.
Okay.
And in Wiltshire Police's 999 emergency control room, a curious call is coming in.
I think he's Brazilian Portuguese speaking. I don't want to be identified, obviously. Suffice to say I'm a neighbour.
What I'll do, I'll get an officer to go around and knock on the door and we'll see what we've got there, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks for your call, bye now.
Hi there, 65. Just checking commitments. Are you free? Yes, yes.
As the nearest available officer, it will fall to PC Dan Lane to look more closely at the matter in hand.
I believe it's a neighbour calling it from a said there's an unknown male. Basically, they weren't sure if you'd masturbate in the back garden.
Brilliant.
Sorry, I know it's a weird one, but I'm sure you've had worse.
Make my way over. This is weird.
As a police officer, you're exposed to the underbelly and the slightly darkened corners, and you experience some of the things that not many people even know exist.
Let's go.
The first thought that goes through your head is, how on earth am I going to deal with this? How am I going to address someone and say, excuse me, sir, I understand you've been masturbating in your garden. Sometimes you just got to grab the bull by the horn and crack on with it. You know, just address the issue straight on rather than beating around the bush.
Hello,
Good evening, fella. How you doing?
Right, yeah.
Very good. You all right?
Yeah, good.
Very good. Just around here, there's some antisocial behaviour issues around here in the neighbourhood. Yeah. Just around the neighbourhood, we've got some reports. I was wondering if anything suspicious has been happening at your property at all?
No, you can come in when you watch a movie.
Cool, let's go pop in. I'll just grab your details. Evening. There are reports that some antisocial behaviour happening around the area. One of it is that inappropriate things have been happening in your garden. There are reports of people masturbating in your garden.
What?
There's nothing happening.
Why would someone masturbate in the garden? You know, it's kind of doesn't make any sense.
I'm not saying it is happening. I'm not saying it's not happening. At this time, I want to take your details, okay? And to warn you that if that behaviour is happening, it is to stop happening, okay? Because it is against the law.
Who would masturbate in the garden? You know, that doesn't make sense at all. My room is very comfortable. I wouldn't do that in the garden. Unless I have a fetish for my tulips, beautiful ones. And and it was a cold night. And come on, it's really embarrassing. You know what's the problem? I'll tell you.
Yeah, what do you think the problem is?
We just moved to this house 2 months ago, and we had problems with the neighbors. Sometimes they say that you are making noise in the house. We don't. We're just watching movies. Sometimes they knock on the door 5 o'clock in the morning and complain about the places we are parking the car. So they're creating problems. The neighbors never tried to talk to us. Can you tell me if I can park there or not? Don't park your car here. That's the wrong way. And that, I think, caused some us and you.
I mean, that does, to me, appear to be a public road.
Yeah. Before the Brexit, everybody's extremely polite. They created these stupid, strange troubles. Nowadays, the relationship between people is getting much more difficult.
All right, gentlemen.
I'm sure it was them who called.
I couldn't tell you.
And if you are a foreigner, even more.
So you're Ron, aren't you?
Yeah.
And where were you born?
Brazil. I've been living here for 14 years. Swindon is a very nice place to start. The rents are affordable. We've got a nice Brazilian community here, so easy to find friends and meet people.
Thank you very much. I'll leave you to it. All right, guys, take it easy. I don't suspect them of masturbating in their garden.
Oh, bloody foreigner. Used to be a joke. Now it's not a joke. Now they're serious, I think. It's time to move abroad. It's time to leave. Unfortunately. We're definitely not welcome here.
Today, the government acts on the democratic will of the British people. The Article 50 process is now underway. The United Kingdom is leaving the European Union.
In the referendum, Wiltshire's population voted to leave Europe by 52% to 48%, a direct reflection of the national result.
Did you vote in the European elections?
No.
Why not?
No, I did actually vote. I did vote, yeah, I did. I'm not going to tell you which way either.
I can tell you I was out. I don't mind saying that.
We knew you'd come out.
Yeah. I do know a few others that went out and said they had to get rid of a lot of their friends on Facebook because they were absolutely blasted with sort of hate.
I voted for Brexit. I didn't vote because I'm sick of immigration or I'm sick of people who don't look like me living next door to me. I haven't got an issue with that. My issue was with the EU itself and the way it's bloated.
Police emergency.
Yes, I have a problem with my neighbors. Every night they throw to my window a jar of jam, potatoes, something like that.
Do you know why they're doing it? Why are they doing that?
We are the Polish people, and I think that this is a problem.
Okay.
It must stop because I'm scared now, yeah?
Did you vote in the European elections?
Nope. I just see it as I don't know enough to be able to say, well, let's do this or let's do that, you know, or anything like that. Just see it as, what if they think is good for our country? Let's just go with it.
In the wake of the Brexit vote, racially aggravated offences in Wiltshire rose by almost 40%.
Police emergency.
This is Chinese takeaway.
Okay.
Somebody throwing egg to my window and door.
So do you feel like you're being targeted?
I think so.
We have small towns, villages, who would never have been exposed to people from a different race or different culture, other than on the TV screen.
Got a massive what?
Right, fight. I'm not you, straight out! You've been looking.
I always remember there was a phone call once in Westbury. There's a black man walking down the street. And what's wrong with that? But that's it, that's the view.
This is the police, how can I help?
Can you come to the police daily?
There seems to be an underlying tone of fear that people are scared of everything and everyone.
3 English small boys.
Okay.
They were screaming to us, police, bitch, go home or something like this.
The lack of acceptance to who people are definitely shines through. I would love to say that I think our society is united, but I don't think it is.
You know, I just called to my boyfriend to say I think I need to change the job because it makes me really nervous.
Yeah, of course.
Emergency. Hello, police, please. Yeah, what's happening? I'm the shop and a girl is coming, a woman, overrun.
What did she do?
That lady told her, you fucking Pakistani, you moved out of my country. Why you living here? This is my country.
It's shortly before 9 p.m. Thursday evening, and in the police emergency control room, a 999 call about another racially aggravated incident is coming in.
She said that to you, did she, sir?
Yes. You touch me there.
Okay. So I've put these details onto our system, and we're trying to get police to come out to you on a priority.
You're dickhead! I said it fucking good!
Right, why are you kicking off now?
24-year-old Sophie Quinn has been apprehended near the scene.
It's Sophie. Do you name Sophie? Is that right?
Yes, it's Sophie. I received a report of racially aggravated assault at Knives Mini Mart. Ill-fitting description of Sophie seemed to run from there into St Ives Court.
Are you not standing here and putting up with life? No!
Hey, B4.
Left in a cell to sober up, the suspect is woken early
You all right, Sophie? Feeling a little bit sick?
Yeah.
Yeah?
to be interviewed about the events of the night before.
My name's Tina Willison. I'm a local crime investigator and I'm based here at Gable Cross Police Station. This interview is being tape recorded and may be given evidence if your case is brought to court. Can you please state your full name for me, please?
Sophie Louise Ann Quinn.
And your date of birth, Sophie?
The 7th of the 10th, 92.
Lovely. So, Sophie, you were arrested at 21:04 yesterday. It's alleged that you've racially abused a civilian, Rajan, and assaulted him by punching him to the face. And this is to have occurred in his shop. So based on the information that I've given you, what can you remember that happened yesterday?
My client won't be answering any questions and will be remaining in silence.
It's not like it is in the movies. I remember somebody saying to me once, is there no way that you can just arrest them and torture them into coughing to what they've done? I said, we don't do things like that anymore. Sophie, did you go into that shop last night? Can you tell me how you were feeling when you went into that shop? Sometimes they sit there and they try to stare you out, giving you the evils, but you're looking for a reaction to see how they behave within the interview as well, because that, again, is evidence. Do you remember anything that you said to Mr. Rajan? Do you remember being racially abusive towards him? Do you remember calling him a fucking packy and telling him to go back to his own country, and why was he in this country? I don't know why these people do it, whether it's what your beliefs are, where you work or where you've grown up, but I came from not a very good background within my family. I was in care, so, you know, sometimes they say, oh, you don't know what it's like. Yeah, I do. I know exactly what it's like. And that's most probably why I am direct. Sophie, we've got some CCTV that puts you in that shop. You can't hear what's being said, but you can certainly see. This is a video. Is that you coming into the store? You've selected a bottle of what looks like soft drink. He says the drink cost £1.29 and he gave you £18.71 change. He says that you're disputing that you're 10 pence short. Do you remember that? You've smacked at his hand and then you've walked round to the counter. You start pushing him, banging on the cigarette cupboards, trying to get into the counter. And you grab him, push him again. He's trying to call the police on his phone. And you punch him twice to the face. Do you remember any of that, Sophie? Some people, they've gone out and they've got so drunk, they can't even remember what they've done until you show them CCTV. And that's when it hits home to think, you know, what did I do? This is what Mr. Rajan does for a living. He works in his shop and he works late hours. And people that come in and buy from him is his living. These items that you can see on the floor, you've thrown them on the floor. And then you just grab, and you throw his livelihood on the floor. Stuff that he has to sell. Is there anything that you want to tell me after watching that CCTV, Sophie? Are you at all remorseful for what you've done? It's clear from your reaction that the fact that you are crying, that you do have some form of remorse. Is there anything else that you would like to add to this interview? No. The time on the interview room clock now is 14:37, and I will conclude the interview. She needed to see that. She needed to see what her own behaviour is like, and that was unacceptable. It doesn't matter how long you've been here or anything, it's about respect.
தாக்குதல் நான் இந்த கடையை 14 வருடங்களாக இந்த கடை வைத்துக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றேன். இதுக்கு முதல் அப்படியான ஒரு தாக்குதல் ஒன்றும் நடந்தது இல்லை. இதற்கு பிறகு எவருமே அந்த இடத்தில் உள்ள மக்கள், அந்த ஏரியா உள்ள மக்கள் என்னோட இதில் இருந்த வயது போனாக்களும் சரி, சின்ன பிள்ளைகளும் சரி, என்னை ஒரு வேறு நாட்டுக்காரன் என்று பார்க்கப்பதில்லை.
After you'd seen that CCTV, what were you thinking?
Obviously, there's no sound at all, so through my head that, as far as I know, I'm not being racist. Because obviously I'm not a racist person, or I've got a mixed-race little girl and that. So to me, I'm not racist. And when I see her going behind there, and then I punched him, I felt so heartless. I just wanted to go back to that shop and apologise, but I know saying sorry is not going to fix it all, you know.
எனக்கு 12 வயதில் இருக்கும்போதே என்னுடைய தகப்பனாரை இலங்கை இராணுவம் சுட்டுக் கொண்டது. நாட்டிலிருந்து 17 வயசில் நான் அந்த நாட்டை விட்டு வெளியேறினான். எனக்கு அன்றிலிருந்து இன்று வரைக்கும் நான் அதை விரும்புகிறேன் சொன்னால் எந்த நாட்டில் நிம்மதியாக இருக்க இயலாது. ஸ்டில் இப்போவும் நிம்மதியாக இருக்க இயலாது.
Everywhere you go now, it's always foreigner shops. and all our shops are closing down. Like our little corner shops, you know, is now all mostly run by Asians. And you go down the road and you've got Polish shops and whatever. Just hardly none of our shops about no more. They're like taking over.
What did you think about the Brexit referendum?
I didn't watch it. I just did. I don't things like that. I just don't get involved with. Nothing to do with it.
நான் அவரை மன்னிக்க விரும்புகின்றேன். நான் வந்து அவருக்கு 2 சின்ன பிள்ளைகள் ஒரு பிள்ளைகள் இருக்குன்னு நான் கேள்விப்பட்டேன். அந்த பிள்ளைகளுக்காக நான் வந்து அந்த நாளைக்கு வாக்கு தண்டனை கொடுக்கப்பட்டு அவ ஒரு உதாரணத்துக்கு வந்து அவை ஜெயிலில் போடப்பட்டாலோ அந்த பிள்ளை நாளைக்கு பாதிக்கப்படும்.
It doesn't matter where you're from or, you know, if you've just got all that kind of... Everyone's racist. Everyone's got a bit of racism in it. It's just natural, isn't it?
இப்போ இந்த ஸ்வீடன் மட்டுமல்ல, பிரித்தானியாவில் கூடுதலான இடங்களில் வந்து இப்படியான இன்னொரு தாக்குதல் நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. எங்களுடைய கடை அண்டிய பகுதிகள் வந்து எல்லாம் குறுப்பாக தெரிவார்கள்.
Scotland Yard says an attack in Westminster this afternoon is being treated as a terrorist incident until we know otherwise. A police officer has been attacked and one person shot outside the Houses of Parliament.
So say you picked up that terrorist in cardiac arrest or whatever, would it affect your treatment?
Yeah, you don't know, I guess, until you do it. But I mean, I suppose you've got to try and keep him alive so they can question him. You wouldn't keep him alive for compassionate reasons, would you?
I think we're living in really interesting times. Politically, we're being challenged. Economically, we're being challenged. Culturally, we're being challenged. You know, there's less about the middle and it's all about the extremes, I think.
We talk about immigration, we talk about people coming in without being security checked, but a lot of this problem is homegrown. The guy that drove over Westminster Bridge killing people was radicalised in a British prison. It's happening in British prisons. It's happening in British schools. And I think it's right and fair that we demand our government tell us exactly how they're going to stop it.
What exactly did he say to you?
Well, he said to me that you're overcharging us, you're Muslim, you're taking money from us British, that's what you do.
And he's outside your vehicle at the moment, is he?
Yeah, he's just standing in the middle of the road, he won't let me move.
Okay.
In the aftermath of recent terrorist attacks, some areas of the UK have seen a 500% increase in attacks on minorities.
Police emergency?
Just think about man. It's about man outside my van throwing abuse. From the bloody factory. Don't talk to me! Don't talk to me! I don't care! I don't know who you are! I don't care! I don't serve racist!
The shock of the P word or the N word, I don't think it so much as shocks me anymore because we hear it all the time.
You get lost. Leave me alone. He's throwing abuse at me.
That's all right, I'm going to get some units to you. All right, just bear with me a second.
I'm not going to give you nothing. You got more chance of getting a kebab off the Queen than me. Goodbye. See you later. Adios, amigos. Adios. Goodbye. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen.
If anyone attacks you, your first initial reaction is sometimes to attack or defend yourself. And that's sort of what the country's doing a little bit. And that's why he reacted like he did. You're better off getting a kebab from the Queen. Love that. Brilliant.
Salam alaikum. Bye-bye. I'm not giving you nothing. Nothing to you. So rude.
We've got somebody in the area now, so we'll see if we can catch up with them. All right, we'll come. No worries. Bye.
Sorry about this.
That's okay. No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I shouldn't laugh. That was the best argument I've heard in ages.
It's shortly after 8 p.m, Friday evening.
Police emergency?
Oh, hello. My son's girlfriend's staying with us tonight, and she does some really disturbing messages.
Right.
My son's mixed race.
and it says, "Hi Ellie, why is a nice white girl like you fucking a nigger?"
Facebook is my worst nightmare. I hate it. Every time I get a call, the first thing is, well, what happened was I was on Facebook, and it's like, bloody Facebook.
Which is quite a shock, like the people are still like that, you know.
The internet makes it all too easy to be insensitive and hurtful towards different race and religion.
It's on as a priority, so they would hope to get somebody to you within the next hour.
Okay, great.
In the meantime, if by any chance this man does turn up at your address, phone us, call us on 999.
Okay.
Okay, and just say, he's here, help.
Sarge, you got a second just to have a chat about this hate crime incident over in Wiltshire? The family are quite distressed at the moment by it all. They've punched the number in onto Facebook, which has come back linking it to an account for...
Oh, that's how we got him, was it?
That's Cameron Mackey, yeah.
Right, OK. I mean, it's pretty bad, isn't it? It's almost as bad as it gets, really pretty vile comments. Let's get some troops together, get up there, and let's get him locked up tonight, I think.
Yeah, no worries.
OK.
Yeah, cool. All right, Sarge. Cheers. You'd have to have pretty big stones to walk up to a random female and said, "Are you still getting that black seed?" Whereas on social media, there's not that fear. You can press the return button after you've typed what you want to type, and that's it, it's out there. Beware zombies.
Good evening.
Hello, mate. Camera, is it?
Yeah.
Just come and have a chat with you, mate.
Of course.
Is that all right?
What's that?
I'll explain what's going on. If you just come in, we'll get out of the street so everyone can't hear us.
I think there's not anything seriously wrong.
You got any idea why we might be here? No? Hello?
Just wait out here a moment.
OK.
Right. You got a mobile phone? Right, so what it is, Cameron, basically, we've received a report this afternoon, OK, of offensive text messages sent to a girl called Eleanor. Yeah? Do you know anything about that?
No.
Right, OK. Based on the text messages and linking it through Facebook and social media, the account's come back registered to yourself. OK, so at this stage, I'm arresting you on suspicion of sending malicious communications. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. If you don't mention when questioning something which you later rely on court, and you do so, maybe give an evidence, all right?
Yeah, just make sure double check. That's your phone, is it?
Yeah, that's my phone,
Do you need your sticks?
Sorry, yeah, I've got cerebral palsy that affects my ability to walk.
So if I just leave Matt here for a minute.
I didn't know what type of person to expect.
Is there anything that's got calls?
I don't suppose there's any real sort of image that you could have of anybody that would do that. There's all sorts of people to net for it. There is no stereotype. It's not the tattooed bloke that's wandering down the road. It can be the business guy who's in a businessman's suit Monday to Friday, works in an office. There's no clear stereotype, I don't think.
Morning.
Morning.
I'll take your surname, please.
Okay.
Cameron's been arrested this morning by myself after he was identified as a suspect for sending abusive, offensive and racist text messages to an Eleanor Kember on a mobile phone that we've identified belongs to him. So the same way you've been arrested?
Yeah.
We were upstairs, we were literally just watching EastEnders, and I got a message and I didn't have a clue what it was. And as soon as it mentioned about having a monkey seed, which is so disgusting, I was just in tears at that point.
What's going to authorise you to be searched?
It was hurting me thinking someone could be that horrible to someone I'm so in love with.
I think that Ellie was hurt in the way of she was being threatened, but I wasn't really angry because I've had it through school and etc. So you have to accept it in a way.
Any metal plates?
Yeah.
Where to?
Ankles.
On your ankles, yeah?
People think racism's gone away, but it hasn't really gone away, especially in small towns, and because we live out in the outskirts, there's a lot more racism.
There you go. And again. How many have you got?
9. Yeah, I'm half met titanium.
Half titanium.
Kyle hated school. You will talk to him about school now and you will not talk about it because of the way he was bullied. His mother has told me that when he was younger, he was talking to his Buzz Lightyear and he was asking it what a nigger was and talking to him, why is everyone calling me this?
The next morning, Cameron Mackay is brought from the custody cells to be interviewed.
Right, Cameron, how do you know Ellie?
I don't actually know her personally. I just happened to see her profile somehow on Facebook one time. And she had actually posted her mobile phone number publicly. You should be careful what you post, obviously, because people can get hold of information. I do it for Friday night entertainment. TV's broke. I just thought, I know this would be fun. I'm going to wind someone up.
Okay. What, with that content and messages?
Yeah, well, I knew that would get a reaction.
Are you still getting black seed, or would you like some white? Now, you say you did that just because you thought it would elicit a reaction.
Yeah.
So, actually, are you racist at all?
No. My dog is black.
I'm God, I want you to repent for taking that monkey seed. That's a bit nasty for a joke.
Yeah, I know. It's, in hindsight, it is nasty. It's very nasty, but I mean, people are nasty to me all the time. They go, you're crippled or you're spastic.
Are you a part of any extremist groups, white supremacists, anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay, so this was just you.
I voted Conservative last time, so I don't know if that's racist or not. No, I understand that she must be upset to have rang the police, and I'm sorry for that.
Okay.
And I won't be contacting her again.
Right, we're going to do your fingerprints, OK?
Yeah.
In court, Cameron pleaded guilty and received a 9-month sentence. But after his disability was taken into account, he was spared jail, as his sentence was suspended for 2 years.
It's not what I expected for sentencing. I think the CPS brief and the skipper were quite shocked that it wasn't more severe.
A bright light's going to come on now.
What message does that send?
Well, you tell me.
That's it, perfect.
It's not even words. You can't even say how angry you are.
If you just keep still for us.
It's how he was in court as well. The way he was looking at me and Kyle, he was smirking, he was laughing. He did not take his eyes off of us, like he knew it was going to hurt us.
That's it, perfect, OK? If you just keep still for us.
If people don't change, then I can't just keep running to the police every time someone says something to me. It's just, you have to take it.
OK, and we're done.
I shouldn't be living with that, but
OK.
if it doesn't get cracked down on, then it's just one of those things that I'm going to have to live with. I shouldn't have to, but it's just how it is.
They either need to do something that's going to change racism and stop it, for there to have a consequence because of it, or they're just going to have a racist world at the end of the day.
Hello, Wiltshire Police.
Look at the fucking face of you, bro. Look at the fucking face of you.
Excuse me.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, that's you all right. Police? Can you
Yeah, I have
speak to me
fucking called the police, mate.
Okay, can you walk away from them and talk to me instead?
Look at the fucking face of you. You fucking black.
Okay, I will advise you that you shouldn't be threatening other people whilst...
Yeah, what do you want?
More than 15,000 hate crimes were prosecuted in the UK last year, the highest number on record.
Police emergency.
And the age of the perpetrators is getting younger.
Hiya, I'm calling because basically my 9-year-old daughter has been attacked by a group of boys.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they've strangled her. They tried to throw her into a stream.
Okay.
They've given her racial abuse.
Okay.
And then it's all. Yeah, I'm really worried and angry.
Yeah.
About it at the minute.
Okay. Where's your daughter at the moment?
She's with me.
Right. Okay. Do you said there was racial abuse. Do you know what they said to her?
Yeah, they've called her a nigger.
Okay.
They've told her that her face is dirty. It's not very nice things,
No.
really.
What I've done is I've put it on as a priority response, so we'll get officers out within the hour to come and speak to you and your daughter.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Thank you.
That's not a problem at all. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. It's not nice.
There is a minority of younger people who feel it is acceptable to be able to say, do these particular type of things. I think they know it's wrong. I think there's almost a respect level of, don't care, I can say what I want. And it's sort of almost an attitude that really needs to be changed.
The 9-year-old victim of the race attack, Talia Nicholson, has arrived at the station with her mum to make a statement.
That's all right. If you don't want to use those exact words,
I'll just whisper.
You can whisper them, yeah, I think.
And then Mummy will say them.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm from London, so there was just as many black people, Indian people, Asian people, everything in my school as there were white. There was an equal mix. So for me, it's quite strange coming down to Wiltshire and hearing kids have been saying the N-word.
Right, give them a second to press the button.
It's shocking because of the age of the children. Where the hell have these kids learnt this sort of behaviour?
Tati, tell me what happened yesterday.
He started trying to push me off the bridge, and I was clinging on, and then someone was trying to take my fingers off the edge of the bit what you hold. I was just walking back from my friend's house doing my own thing, and they just came over and they tried to push me in the river, not even on the bridge, past the stinging nettles. I was petrified. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to fall off the bridge.
Did they say anything nasty?
I didn't want to say it. Can you tell her the two things?
Yeah. I think, well, if you could say it to me, obviously, is it upsetting for you to say?
I don't know what it means.
You don't know what it means? It's only because if it comes from you, it's just a bit better so we can really understand
the
what...
The N-word, and he said, I didn't put a mud on my face and it stained, that's it. Those are the two things.
So he said you've been putting mud on your face.
And now it's stained.
And now it's stained it.
He called me the N-word. And then he said, do you even know what that means? And I said yes, but I didn't. Because I didn't really want him to tell me.
Had you ever heard that nasty word before?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what the N-word is?
I don't want to say it.
You don't want to say it? Okay.
You don't want to bring back bad memories for them that's basically going to stay with them for the rest of their lives, but at the same time you want all the evidence for the case. We have to obviously get it on camera, what has been said.
Do you know how to spell it?
I think it's N-I-G-E-R, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
When I told my dad, he was really upset. I don't know why, though. And he started crying. My dad's still like the same colour as me, and he was like, make sure no one ever says that to you again.
Do you know if that's a good word or bad word?
I think it's a word.
I think it's a bad word. Okay.
Because if we're having an argument, he's not going to say any good words.
That's a good point.
Kids are growing up quicker these days because of obviously Facebook and in the internet. They're seeing a lot of things that we may have not seen until we were a lot older. And that's maybe where they're getting this sort of behaviour from.
I want to say thank you for being an absolute star.
But do you think you should be picked on for being different?
No, I think that's a bit insane. Because if you think about it, everyone's got something that's the same. Like maybe a colour of eyes, maybe you got bushy eyebrows, maybe you got... maybe you can do this.
Hello, police emergency, how can I help?
Police there, a bunch of boys causing shit on my door.
Okay, do you know these people?
Yeah, and they're making false allegations and stuff.
4 miles outside, and what are they actually doing?
Oh, they're coming up to us, trying to beat my mate up.
Can you see them from where you are?
No, I think they walked up the road though.
Okay. As I say, we'll be with you very shortly, all right?
That's right. Thanks.
It's 7 p.m. and PC Steve Edwards has been dispatched to the caller's address to investigate.
Hello, guys. Someone call us?
I did.
You did? Hello.
228 or I don't know what the code
What's your name, sir?
Lewis.
Lewis. Oh, so did you call us, did you, mate?
Yeah.
What's been happening, Lewis?
Basically, a fight escalated up there.
Over there?
Yeah.
What happened in the fight? What happened?
Well, they were pretty much just ganging up on Phil, which is inside now. He's got
Phil's
his
inside,
friends
is he?
round.
Hello, Phil. Is that you, mate?
Yeah, he's terrified. They literally were all ganging up on him.
Phil, can I just ask if you've got any injuries from today?
I'm not too sure.
So I can see how scared you are, mate.
There you go. I think he's got a bruise here.
A little bit of red mark.
Yeah, a few red marks.
Go inside, mate. Go and have a cup of tea. We'll have a look for these guys. We'll be back in a few minutes,
Yeah.
okay? Back in a minute. Thank you.
Come on, Lou.
The teenage suspects have been spotted by fellow officers in a nearby street.
What's this?
Gents, you've just spoken to my colleagues.
Yeah.
And they've grabbed your details, haven't they? Before I ask you anything, I'm just going to give you the caution just because of my ask, okay? So you don't have to say anything, but may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned something which later on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What happened?
He called me a racist word. He called me a packy. Nearly all my life, people have been racist to me and stuff, like calling me a slave, a packy, the N-word, everything. I've had enough of it. So then he calls me a packy. I went and sorted it out with him. My mates came and they they made sure that he never, like there's racists. We're all different colours here. Like, there's no point of describing someone and calling them names of something that...
Okay.
People call me a packy. They call me a terrorist. They call me Ahmed. They call me Osama bin Laden. If you leave it and walk away like people tell you to do, they'll just keep saying it to you. When you put a stop to it, nothing. They don't do it again.
Mate, we had a chat 2 weeks ago. You said you were turning a corner, mate.
I know, I have turned a corner. I wasn't going to hit him, I wasn't going to shout at him,
okay.
We're just talking.
No, police have been called, haven't they, you know?
We're just talking,
No
sorting it
worries,
out. But now we're fine, that's it, we cut a line for the whole thing.
Rather than talk about it now, we'll have a chat properly at some point in the future, all right? Stay safe tonight, lads. It's miserable out here tonight.
Yeah.
I think he's got every right to be angry at being called a Paki. He's from Morocco. He sees himself as a Moroccan. He's not from Pakistan. And even if he was from Pakistan, still it would have been wrong because Ibby knows that the intent behind that, it was used to hurt him. It was used as a derogatory mark to make him feel bad about himself.
I have severe, how do you say it, babe? Sister?
ADHD?
Yeah, he has severe ADHD.
I say stuff out of anger. I called him the P word. I shouldn't have said it, which I know. That's what I tried to explain to him. And yes, I know I'm in the wrong. I tried to explain that to Ibby, but talking to him was like talking to a brick wall.
I think that day I just had college and they kept moaning at me. On top of that, my mum annoyed me as well. All the shit that had me on that day, and I lashed out and I called him a packy.
When I say stuff out of anger, I then sit to myself and think, fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Have you ever used words like that before?
No.
Where did it come from then?
I don't actually know. I think Mum said it before. It's one of her friends. She used to say a lot of words. And of course, with me sitting there, watching her, spending time with her, I used to like try to pick it up. And, like, she said that word, I can use it too. I think it was on from there.
Miserable weather. The danger of casual racism is that it then becomes accepted racism. What's initially just mentioned in the front room with your family, oh, I'm off to the packy shop, everyone has a good laugh. People think that's not very nice, but they don't mention it, they don't challenge it. Then the next person uses it, then the next person uses it. You use it on a night out, bang, we've lost the battle.
The country has changed quite a lot, to be honest. There's always been racism, but then these past 2 years, it's got worse.
What do you think's triggered it?
Nigel Farage, Donald Trump, all of that, when they triggered it. Bin Laden, ISIS, everything. They're just making everyone feel like shit, to be honest.
Why would someone masturbate in the garden?
No further allegations have been made about the nocturnal goings-on in Ron's back garden, but he is still planning to leave the country. Sophie Quinn pleaded guilty to racially aggravated assault and was given a 12-month community order.
What is life after being so hard?
Her 2 children are no longer living with her.
I just want them to grow up and not ever be like me.
No further action was taken against the 2 boys suspected of attacking Talia. Social services are working with the boys' families to prevent a similar incident from happening again.